Hello and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender show on a Friday evening. Now you may be noticing there that the kids aren't with me this evening. Well, that's because we've been giving each other weeks off because the lads are studying. I think we mentioned that last week with young Dan, the Sats, they're all up there. So they're taking the time out, taking a little break now and again. So I just thought, yeah, take it upon myself because I've got loads on as well, because we've got the kids choir this evening as well, the Heart of Gold choir. Yeah, it's been immense, it's been immaculate, it's been fantastic, loud and clear, and you know what? Absolutely loving it, because the girls, the lads are brilliant, putting the heart and soul into the song and making a difference. And at the end of the month we will be filming and also have the musician involved, Dave and John. They'll be, not Dave and John, Dave who's on the musician, he's from the Ragamuffins, and also John with his production company as well, John May. So and Owen, two of them. So we're rearing to go, things will be organised, we'll be really flying. The kids, we're doing another show for them tonight, and also we're trying to work out with the hoodies where I've got to get them signed up. I've got to probably do them myself, because Liverpool and Everton, or Everton and Liverpool, have got massive games over the next 2 weeks, and all the printers are basically so busy, which is unreal. So you can't get work done. Yeah, us regulars can't get work done, so I'm taking it upon myself, and I'm going to go back into all the transfer printing for your t-shirts, for your kits, for your hoodies, you name it. I'm going to get them all involved yet again, and I will find time to do them all, because it's something that you'll enjoy, and I'm getting a brand new spanking machine. It's going to be wonderful, I assure you. So yeah, keep in touch with me, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. We're going to have a few things to be doing over the next few weeks, I assure you. So we're looking forward to it, and many of us here in the DXTL, honestly, we've got loads of work. I've got it really cut out. Been putting a bit more soundproofing up, needs a little bit more. Once that's up, fantastic. But the worst thing about it is it gets hotter. This weather has been unbelievable. None of us can knock it. We've all had a fantastic few days or few weeks, shall we say, and we're all raring to go to get work done, shall we say. When I say get work done, I've got to put these cards right way up. It annoys me, look. You catch them, there you go, you can read that now. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about, but they're the ends. You know, we've got these cards, we've got the magic of Don't Cross the Line, Heart of Gold initiatives, no ref, no game, respect. We're all there, we're making a difference. We want to make a massive difference to you, to everyone out there, especially in grassroots football. Many leagues are off. I think I'm there at the North Liverpool JFL tomorrow. I think Walton and K10 may be finished, I've got to check that one out. Then summer leagues commence, don't they? So the kids aren't getting much of a break, and I'll bet you there's loads of friendlies tomorrow and Sunday as well. So if there is, please, loads of respect. It doesn't stop, because we had an awareness weekend back in April there. It does not stop. We need to carry it forward and make it more powerful than ever, because we need to keep our referees within the game themselves. Now, I put a post out the other week which wasn't very nice, in front of children, where there was adults, shall we say, punches thrown, one or two, and it wasn't good for the kids, because the kids witnessed it, and it could have been even the dad who was involved in it in a bad way. To be honest, there's no need for it. If you've got something to say, or you're very irate within grassroots football with the kids around, walk away. You know, we're talking about don't cross the line, we're talking about respect, we're talking about incidents that are very serious indeed. And the FA were on to me as soon as I put that post out, checking up to see if I knew what the teams were. Unfortunately I didn't, because these are the things in the public domain that are sent to me, so I just put them out. So I couldn't tell you what teams were involved, and I even tried to look on the badges. Everything seemed to be blurred on the camera, nothing outstanding, but people would have recognised the picture and made a note of it as well, because there's no need for it. Really isn't any need for it. So as we say, whenever you're out and about, please make sure that you're there for the kids. Just encourage them, and don't have a go at your referee whatsoever. Even the referee may be just one of your managers as well, but they all get it regardless, because there's disagreements about decisions that are given. And I think everyone, when they go on those refereeing or on the pitches with the kids playing, they want to be impartial. They have to be impartial. And if they get something wrong, don't forget they're burning inside because they've made a mistake. And I talked to quite a few referees and I asked them, do you know, when you've been in touch with the game, even young girls and young lads as well who've been officiating, I talk to them and I say, if you've made a mistake, how do you feel when you go home, you know, because you get that decision, and once the decision is given, you have to grin and bear it basically, whether you think it's right or wrong. You're hoping that you've made the decision. Now, there used to be a young referee, Olivia, who'd come to me a couple of times saying, oh, I feel terrible, really do. I know I got the decision wrong and I couldn't sort of change my mind, which is fair enough. But they're living with it, see. They're going away and they're thinking, oh my God, how did I give that? I feel terrible, I had a bad performance. And she also run herself down when she had a bad performance, or she felt she had a bad performance on officiating. Now I think, and I know, that many other referees, young as well and experienced, will have the same feelings, no doubt. And some will be, you know, one of those, the experienced one, well, if I got it wrong, I got it wrong. At the end of the day, I'll get the next ones right and we'll do different things together, you know, and, you know, I'll make sure that I get it right. And that's probably another attitude, a good attitude to have, because at the end of the day, you can't do anything about it. And we all know they mean them well, but they will carry that home with them. So take that into consideration before you start having a real go at them. And the more they have a go, make them feel even worse when they go home. And that's why many of them probably say, do you know what, I've had enough. I really have had enough. I can't take the stick that I'm getting when I'm there with the kids and I'm just out there on the field of play, trying to better my decisions, trying to better my performances and make a difference. And you have to have good attitudes on the field of play as well. So that's a massive message towards the coaches, the managers, as well as the parents, to make sure that when the kids go out and play football out there, they go out in the right frame of mind with good attitudes, because attitudes can change games, and attitudes, poor especially, can lose you games. Be honest, just go out there, play your best. Always have a good attitude, kids, whenever you go out and you play or face the opposition, and people will take notice of that, I assure you, and your development skills will come out even better. The lovely grandson there, Ruben, as well, and we talk and he listens, and they get fed up, you know. Sometimes when the kids have a go with each other on the pitch, we have to cut that out as well. You have to talk to managers and coaches. You can't run kids down for making mistakes. You should be better than that, and they're only 9 years of age. Come on, they're not professional. 9 years of age. Take it into consideration. They can play better, but if they make a mistake, they don't mean to. They don't mean to. They just need encouragement. Get them playing better. And it's the same for the referees as well. They require encouragement on and off the field of play. Count to 10 if you're an irate parent, or you think you're our manager or coach, and you think that referee is there destroying you. Think again, because they're not. They're not. And if they're having a poor performance, you can't do a thing about it. Leave them to it, because they'll get worse as you go at them more and more, and make them make more mistakes because they're worrying. That is why their performance is not exceptional for themselves. They're looking at it and thinking, wow. So they start thinking and start getting worried, and they start probably blowing a whistle, because they know there's irate parents and spectators. Work out how many will start shouting towards a referee on the field of play or off the field of play. You know, people will ask me, is it all the kids as well? Well, maybe when they get 14, 15, 16, they start questioning and start having a go at the referee. But when the kids up to 11, 12s, they get on with the game, you know what I mean? And okay, it was our ball. They can have a little go at like that, but it's not the whole team. Never is the whole team. So the kids are trying their very, very best to the team. They want to put a team performance in. And if you look at the referees, the officials, they're individuals. They are individuals taking on basically the whole world. I'll just lower that a little bit. There you go. And I'll be in touch very, very soon indeed, and because that's what happens when you're on air. The phone always goes, no matter what. Anyway, ring back, I'll get that message going very, very soon indeed. It's the wife actually, and she'll know that I'm probably a little bit busy doing a show. Well, she won't actually, you know what I mean? But this is us all the time, doing shows, making sure that everyone is connected with us, with each other. Looking forward to their games tomorrow. We're known at North Liverpool. I'll have to check on John O'Leary League in Kirby just to see. I've been there a few times this week, I assure you, just to see if they've got any games on. If they have, then I'll pop up there and then go to the North Liverpool just for an hour or something like that, and then I'll come back and I'll do my show once again. Yes, do my show once again. Or is Everton at home tomorrow? I'm not too sure, you know. Is it tomorrow? I'll check when I get home. See, I'm miles away from it. When the footy's off for a whole week, you lose track. Premier League, massive games coming up, Liverpool and Everton, haven't they? Everton leaving Goodison Park, what a party that's going to be. And I'm not far away from it, so I should imagine I'll be up all night. And then it's a massive party at Anfield when Liverpool lift the trophy. They are presented with the trophy on the 25th of May, and then they have the 26th where they're out and about on the coach, and yeah, they're having wild parties. But I think someone told me they're having wild parties already. We don't play till Monday against Brighton away, and they've been to Dubai already. They just won the league, but I just want Liverpool to get out there and play as a team. I don't want us to remember the last 4 or 5 games, 6 games, where it's been flat and it's been dishonest, basically, you know what I mean? I love a team to go out there and still perform, because the opposition need the points, they need to perform, so we should be 100% ready, and that's the way I believe. Even though we've won the league, the 20th league title, we still should be playing as champions, and that's what I said just the other day, didn't I, on last week's show as well. Still perform as champions. Now, we all know we're going to talk about the booing of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Everyone's got their own opinion on it. I've got my opinion, you've all got your own opinion, the outsiders have got their opinion. And it's not just about Trent, it'll be about any other footballer. But when you work it out, how many players have gone onto a field of play, not just at Anfield, whether it's your own, whether it's not, and they even come back, they used to play if you'd got a different shirt on, and they're booed. Like Raheem Sterling, he was totally booed when he come right back to Anfield. These are ex-players of ours. All these players, I think Michael Owen was booed. You know, I think they get on with it, and they get, that's part and parcel of their game. Okay, you could say he had the red shirt on, and people are always saying, yeah, you know, if you wear the red shirt, you shouldn't be booing your own. You shouldn't be leaving your own. But at the end of the day, if we were all in a job and we got offered a better job and we looked at it and thought, that's for me, we'd all be out, wouldn't we? How many times have we all sat there and talked and say, I'd love to live abroad ourselves? So that if you do, and you go abroad, and many have, you change your job, you go away, you'd start a new job. So is there any commitment? And I know it's different in football, we all know that. That is something from childhood. I think it was 20 years. It's funny that, isn't it? 20 years at Anfield, 20th Premier League title. Well, there you go. And he's leaving in 2025. So imagine if we won 5 titles on a run without Trent. I don't know what's going to happen in the next games, but I think Conor Bradley will be put on. And I do believe Trent will come on at Brighton, but I'm not too sure about the home game. He'll be on the bench, and I don't know what's going to happen on the tour. Will Trent want to go? Will the fans want him there? It remains to be seen. He's done his bit. He's played in some of the games that's won us, and the most outstanding moment will always be against Barcelona, won up with that corner to Divock Origi to give us the 4-0 lead. It'll always be remembered as his best ever moment at Anfield. From me it will be, and I think the majority of fans out there will always think the same as well, because that was just magical. It really, really was. And if you want to call him a legend for that part, then you can. Will he be a legend at Anfield? He'll be forgotten about very, very quickly indeed. And I believe when he's had his time there in Real Madrid, he'll be off to Saudi Arabia somewhere, because I don't think he'll want to come back to another Premier League club. Or will he be invited back to Anfield? Another thing that remains to be seen as well. So there you go. Everton are leaving Goodison Park. The ladies are coming in. Is that really right? How are they going to afford that? Because the ladies will not fill that stadium. They will not fill it. We all know, and I'd love them to fill this stadium, but it's not going to happen. It really isn't. And I'm just wondering, are they going to have big losses on that stadium? Or is that a ploy? Because they're still selling the seats, so the Everton fans are buying their seats at £90 to £100. So they're only going to have to replace them. It doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I'm thinking, is it just to stop the Everton fans from ripping Goodison Park to shreds? Because that could happen. We all know. Do you remember that time when they say survived relegation? The goalposts were snapped, the nets were rubbed, the turf was dug up, people were robbing everything and stealing everything from the ground. And is that what they're worried about? It could happen again. So they decided to come out and say Everton and the under-18s or 21s will share Goodison Park, but it's never going to be full. There's going to be massive losses, and I can't understand that. So that's me anyway, thinking of the bigger picture. Am I right? Am I wrong? Mal at don'texttheline.com. Add Music Friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. And I did announce last week as well for our business partner who's come in, Shine Business Solutions. Jack and James, honestly, made up with them. They do management print services. Now anyone who's in business will understand where I'm reading from. Smart locker services, digital document management, workflow admin, automation, free efficiency, and they have 9 offices across the UK. So it's Shine Business Solutions, to do photocopiers, things like that, and they supply all the toner, everything, you know, they really do give you a good deal. So it's well worth giving them a quick call if you're after a photocopier that's running out and it's not doing the job, and they're getting extra toners. Then the repairs are all included in your monthly price, which will be probably cheaper than you're paying out anyway, and then you've got to buy your toner on top on some cases. So think about it and have a little go at them. Shine Business Solutions. Anything else here that I've got to read out? Oh, no, I think we're all right. So I just thought I'd give Shine Business Solutions a mention, and I'll be doing that every single day that I do a show as well, because they've become our partners. Looking forward to that. How long have we got? We've got over a minute left. So don't forget, you're out and about tomorrow, you're out and about Sunday. The weather should still be dry, but we want you to encourage your players to show respect towards the referees, the officials and each other, the opposition, the committee members, and a massive mention to all the committee members out there who've been brilliant throughout the season, putting games on. Wow, unbelievable. And I think the 3v3 doesn't start next year. I think that's the following year. Everyone's preparing for it, leagues are preparing for it, teams are preparing for it. We've got to get used to it. I don't know what's going to happen year above. Will they stop that? I'm not too sure. But I'm glad I am not running the team anymore. I'm out of it. So I can sit back, relax, and just do my own thing. And if you hear bangs in the background, I'm sorry. It sounds like Draymen, but they're not. It's a wagon, Tesco wagon with all the metal shelving that they're putting up. So there you go. We've come to the end of our show once again. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in, and we'll be back again tomorrow. So don't forget, we've got our Hearts of Gold initiatives are quiet, and I'll let you know how they go tomorrow's show with Don't Cross the Line and our grassroots. Look at this, I can't get my mouse working. there you go. Got to finish it, got to get it on the spot, on the dot, and yeah, there you go. We'll be back again tomorrow. So from myself, Mal Lane, all the team here at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, Heart of Gold initiatives, No Ref No Game, and our Respect awareness programme and campaign. We'll see you tomorrow round about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Please tune in and tune in tonight. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. It's free. It costs you nothing. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Cheerio for now.